Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are back on the Sims 4 Werewolves updates. We're gonna talk about some more updates and temperaments and all the new stuff that comes with the new pack because the live stream was out. It was out 2 days ago. It was live 2 days ago. I was in school, sadly, but seen a lot of videos then, and I noticed a lot of my subscribers have come from videos that I talk about updates on The Sims 4. I noticed my Journey to Batu series did really well because that was a new pack that just released, and then I started doing videos on it, and I noticed a lot of my viewers love to see me record updates on The Sims 4 game packs, and not just game packs, stuff in general on The Sims 4. Not just gameplay. I do a lot of gameplay, so if you guys want to see my Gregory series, that has a lot of gameplay. But we're going to talk about the Sims 4 Werewolves live stream. Yeah, so I guess we could start with the cast. Oh yeah, they played the trailer at the very beginning, which makes sense. So here is the cast. So here's the best part. This is the part I'm so excited for. So there's only one aspiration. No, there's 5. Okay, so there's one that you can actually like select. Like, you know, you guys know the hidden grilled cheese aspiration? When you eat 3 grilled cheeses in a row, you get the hidden grilled cheese aspiration. It's kind of the same with this. It's kind of like the same thing with the Sims 4 Journey to Batu missions. It's kind of like that. So basically, there's only one aspiration. It's in the new Werewolves tab. There's a new tab for it. And there's no new traits. There's traits that you can get in the gameplay, but there's no traits from you can get here. This is actually, I love this so much. So instead of doing tutorial aspirations, they're doing real lore and gameplay aspirations. Depending on which aspiration you choose, will change the game and that world to be to that aspiration, which I find so cool. So the first aspiration you get is Initiator, or I think it's called Werewolf Initiator or something like that. And you gotta complete that. That's the tutorial part. It's because if you've never played this pack, that's the tutorial. Once you've completed that aspiration, it gives you 4 hidden aspirations. And those 4 hidden aspirations could lead to different lore stories. I actually don't know if it's 4 or 3, but I know it's guaranteed 3. I think one of them is to become the leader of the pack, or lone wolf, or become humanoid again, which is really cool. I found that really cool for the aspirations, instead of it just being a tutorial saying, like, get to level 2 painting, you know, the painter extraordinaire. That's probably my favorite one, and the fitness one. So instead of doing that, they're actually doing it, so, like, the first one's a tutorial, and then the other 3 or 4 is gonna be part of gameplay, which is so cool, and I think that's 10 times better. The cast looks really cool. There's a lot of, like, folded in shirts with the new cast you can see. Especially this one. This one's really cool. They're about to show it. So you can see that one's really cool because it has folded in. A lot of this new clothing in this pack have 3D details. They're not just painted on. Like, the folds are not painted. They're actually real folds. And I really like this t-shirt. It's so good. And some of these t-shirts are really cool. Like, some of them are like, biking kind of style. Some of them are ripped up. I love the ripped up ones. They look so good. And then some of them are also like, I'm pretty sure that's the one Lou wears, or maybe he wears a different one. I'm not 100% sure. But I love the full body outfit. It's probably not my favorite. The one to the right, though, that one's really cool. That one's more of a kind of old-fashioned style. But if we go back here, let me go ahead. I love the different styles between, like, ripped clothing, biker clothing, like motorcycling clothing kind of looks like that, like leather kind of jacket, stuff like that. And then I love the tucked clothing as well. I love the combination of all 3 of those in this pack. Especially if we get to the facial details. We got 2 new nose rings, which is actually really cool. I'm not a big fan of these earrings because it's kind of bulky. I kind of like thin ones. The necklace is really cool, though, the crescent moon necklace. Okay, I'm pretty sure, I don't know when they went into it, but let me see, let me find it. Okay, so right here they're showing the new facial scars, which I'm really excited for these as well. We got a few facial scars with Get Famous, but they weren't as cool as these, and these you can stack them, and it looks like you actually got into a legitimate fight and you're actually screwed. Here, they're showing off the new body scars, which is just an entire new section that comes with this pack. And it looks so cool. I don't know if we're going to get body scars for base game, but you can see that there's not only scratch scars, but there's bite scars. And I really love those bite scars. It definitely adds an effect to the game, and it definitely, for storytellers, I know people love to tell stories with The Sims 4. So especially these scars are not just going to work just for the Werewolves pack, but it's also going to work for storytelling. If there's like a bite on the shoulder, you know, like there's actually, I'm pretty sure, a bite marker on the shoulder, which that's where the werewolves do bite you when you want to transform into a werewolf. So the bite on your shoulder scar is going to be a really cool to tell stories. I think that's definitely going to be a cool scar, but also, like, if you're, like, another way to turn into a werewolf is to lose a fight against a werewolf. So that you could use the body scars for that if you're telling a story, which I find so cool, and that's a great one. I think here they're going to show so it's called Werewolf Initiate, I was correct. You can see it's a new section. They also get this bonus trait. Let me quickly see if I can pause fast enough to see if I can see it. Right, no. Yeah, see, so they get a bonus trait called Lunar Confidant. These Sims get an initial relationship boost when introducing themselves to werewolves, positive or negative depending on how they act. Now, most of the time, it could probably, if you get that, it says positive or negative. Most of the time, if you're talking to Greg, which we'll get into Greg in a little bit, but if you're talking to Greg, it will probably start off as a bonus negative, because Greg is not, you don't want to talk to Greg. He doesn't like to talk to anyone. So, yeah. I'm just going to try and see. I'm going to get into the gameplay part. So we're going to get into the gameplay part. I'm going to show the world. And then this is just a breakdown of the entire thing. So here's Moonwood Mill. They're about to show the world. So this is the world. I was expecting it to be 5 lots. I wasn't expecting it to be huge. But I love that most of the world... Now, a lot of people hated this. And I'm kind of confused why. But I love the fact that most of the world... Most of the activities in the world do not require you to go through a loading screen. And I love that. That makes The Sims 4 more open world, like The Sims 3. I love this, like, community area. It's not a lot. I love it because that's where most of the people hang out. I'm pretty sure the bar... that's the crescent... No, that's the crescent moon thing. I'm pretty sure the bar is... Oh, the bar is right there. Okay, so yeah, you can go to the bar. The bar is also a popular place. I'm glad the bar is the lot because then you can show... then it shows you where the bar is actually, because if you just place it randomly, you might not know. I'm glad the bar is a lot. So if you go to the bar, you can go to this main hangout area and this entire hangout area, which is really cool. And then the sparring area, I'm pretty sure this is the sparring area right here, which is not too far, and I love that. This is like the moon cycle statue. I love that they added that. I hope that's in debug because I would love to place that in other worlds as well, not only this world. Like, it would be cool to place that in Glimmerbrook probably. There's a sparring, like this pond, not a pond, it's like a puddle-ish kind of like circle of dirt that looks like a sparring area. And then the porta potties are portal potties, so they kind of take you different places, and I would love to see that. So yeah, I guess let's head into the gameplay now. So right here, they're showing off the porta potties. This is right next to the sparring grounds. This is actually the sparring grounds. You can actually fish here, and if it's during a full moon, you can catch the Luna fish, which is the new fish that comes to the world, and you can only get it in this world. There's 2 lakes that you can get it, 2 fishing spots. There might be more than 2 fishing spots, but I know there's 2 lakes where you can get it. I'm not 100% sure if you can get it in the normal lake, but you can get it in the magical lake, which is near where Greg lives. So you can see they're showing the underground. Apparently, this is where the werewolves hid when the lumber mill was still active, and then when the lumber mill was abandoned, they started coming up from the underground and started living there, which makes sense. You can see that, it says portal potty. So basically... it will give you a search saying, oh, it's the underground. Do you want to continue? So you hit continue, and basically that's how you go through. They should give you around 3 options on where you can go. And, they didn't show all of it, which I'm super glad. So you can see, follow the magical melody, head towards the garlic, find the fresh air. Find the fresh air will just send you right back to the portal party. And if you go far enough and you hit find the fresh air, though, it might actually send you somewhere else. So follow the magical melody. They said that's their favorite one, and they didn't want to show it because it's, you know, they wanted to keep it part of We Discover It, and I really love that. So they did click head towards the garlic, and then you can see they just continued, you know, tunnel, thoughts, and they continued. And then eventually, if you hit find the fresh air, yeah, leaving the underground, so she hit find the fresh air after going for a while, and you can see new path discovered, came out here. Now you can just click here and travel to the sparring grounds, like from anywhere. So if you discover all the tunnels, you can just teleport between all the tunnels in the world, and that's really cool. Your werewolves can also go hunt and find raw meat like this, and can eat it just straight from there. If it's a vegetarian werewolf, they will find mushrooms. Simguru Morgan talked more about that, but yeah, if they're vegetarian, which sounds weird, but I guess, you know, it's a lifestyle. If you want to choose it for your werewolf, that's fine. But they will come back as mushrooms. Come back with mushrooms, not as mushrooms. And there's a new mushroom steak recipe, which is vegetarian, I'm pretty sure, I think. This is what I was talking about. This is the sparring grounds. So you can spar other werewolves in this specific area. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can spar them anywhere if you just tap on them and then go to friendly and hit spar. If you go to mean, you can hit fight, which you can actually fight. I'm not 100% sure if you can, like slay werewolves, like, as in the fact, like, you can cure them of werewolf, the curse, and, I don't know if you can cure them of the werewolf curse, and then, you know, like you can do with the vampires, like, if you have the ultimate vampire cure, and you throw it at Vlad, he could be cured. I don't know if they have that, but that would be really cool if they do. Anyways, they're showing the Howling Point. This is the magical river. It only sparkles, it only, like, looks magical and it sparkles during the moon. You can see the fish, though. That did sparkle up right there. At the top of the mountain, that was the Howling Point. That's the point of the, trailer, the reveal trailer, where they were howling at the very end, so that's where it goes. Yeah, so you can see there's a fishing spot over there, and a fishing spot right here, so, yeah. Okay, right here, they're about to show off where Greg is. So basically, you can see in a second, if you go over here, this is the image they showed for where Greg is. Now, Greg is actually a werewolf that comes out if you hit and investigate the sign. I remember, I think it was Iron Seagull that said maybe Greg's the house, which was funny, but I didn't think that. But yeah, Greg is a werewolf, and I'm pretty sure a lot of us thought that Greg was a werewolf. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's what the signs are for. I don't think, like, the signs are for any other werewolves. I think it's just Greg, because Greg is the dangerous one. They didn't talk anything about Avelina, which Avelina... There was, like, a tweet that said, like, a secret message that said, "Sorry, my dear Avelina, something, I couldn't make it in time," or something like that. Yeah, investigate warning sign, and then Greg should appear around here in the distance. Yeah, there he is. He's always enraged, by the way. He's never calm. He does have a wedding ring, which makes me think that, he might have been married to Avelina and accidentally killed her. Avelina might have been a vampire, and this is why I think this. If a werewolf bites a vampire, it is definitely fatal. If a werewolf bites a normal human or sim, it is not fatal. So I feel like Greg might have killed Avelina and didn't have enough time to save her from his mistakes, and now he's always enraged, and he has that wedding ring to remind her. You can see in the background, werewolves can also fall asleep on the ground anywhere. Anywhere on the ground, they can just take a nap. But yeah, that's my theory about Greg, because I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on how it works. But he's always enraged. You can see if you try talking to him, it will start off as negative. It's a bad idea to talk to him. He doesn't like to talk. If you provoke him, that's another way of turning into a werewolf, if you provoke him. So, losing a fight, asking a werewolf to turn you, or provoking Greg will all turn you. Oh, also, exploring the underground. If you go a wrong path and you explore the underground, you could also get bitten, which I love that. That's such a cool thing. I love that. I love that detail. It actually adds it for more stories. Instead of just, like, asking, hey, can I get bitten? They actually, yeah, you can see he's eating a piece of raw meat. There's actually ways to accidentally get bitten. I love that because that's better for storytellings and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much all we have to say for Greg, I guess. We can move on to probably the transformation and the abilities. I'm not going to go too far into the abilities because I want you guys to see it for yourself. I haven't even spoiled myself on the abilities. I'm only spoiled myself on like 3, like, I'm not going to say them just because I want to leave you guys. Oh yeah, there's also the limit werewolves to Moonwood Mill. So basically, werewolves in their werewolf form will only stay in Moonwood Mill. They will come as their like regular sim form into other worlds, but they will not come as their werewolf form in Moonwood in other worlds. But they will come as their sim form, which I love, and I'm glad we got that. I'm also kind of glad that we don't have that for vampires. I'm actually kind of glad that Vlad would sometimes just, you know, when you start a game, would sometimes just bite you. I love that so much. I'm glad we don't have that for vampires. But for werewolves, it makes more sense because it's in the middle of the forest. You kind of want to keep them contained, right? For Forgotten Hollow, it's not really hidden. It's kind of like a big, open, dark area. Not like a forest where they're hiding away in a lumber mill. You know what I mean? So yeah, I guess we'll move on to the abilities and the changing and stuff like that. So yeah. I will quickly state as well, there is books that have text pop-ups for lore. That does continue into the lore, but yeah, that doesn't necessarily have a big part in the lore. I mean, it does, but not gameplay-wise. Here we get to see them play a challenge of tug-of-war with Rory. Rory is the leader of the Wild Fangs, I'm pretty sure. Do not quote me on that. It might be the other pack, but I know Rory's the leader of one of those, which I'm glad, because I was like, I hope Rory is one of the leaders, and Rory is one of the leaders, and I love that so much. You can see, here's the transformation. That's basically if they've already, that's not the first time, so yeah, here's the tug-of-war that they can do. I love that animation so much. It's like a fun activity they can do, and it does also increase their chance of becoming the alpha. If you're not the alpha, it does increase your chance, especially if you win. I'm pretty sure it increases your chance a little bit more. This is the part where they ask for the cursed bite. Now, let's skip ahead, I guess. Yeah, let's go skip ahead. And here it is. So, yeah, asking. And then this part is a little bit, like, extreme. It does become a little... Yeah, you can see it's a little extreme there, but, you know... I guess that's, yeah, so that's how it works. That's one of the ways to become a werewolf, and then I will show you guys the actual final transformation, so I'll let you guys in a little bit. Okay, right here is the part, it's nighttime. Right here's the part where you can see, so, basically, when you ask someone, you actually skip the werewolf rabies part, which basically means you skip one of the moodlets. There's 3 moodlets that happen. I don't know the timing directly, but here it is. So they become enraged, and then this is the first time. So basically, the animation for the first time transforming is different than the actual animation for, like, after you're already done transforming. So yeah, that's basically how that works. And then basically they go enraged for like a while. While their moodlet isn't enabled for enraged, they will go around smashing stuff. Here's a glitch I hate. This is the only glitch I've only seen that I actually hate. I don't know if I've seen another glitch, I'm not 100% sure. But, I hate that glitch. I also hate the one that just clips through the wall right here. Sadly, but, like, you know what? I guess if you don't have stairs, if you don't put stairs in your lot, then you'll be fine, but... Yeah, I mean, what can I say? But yeah, no, basically, he'll autonomously smash and snarl at Sims, and you can't do anything about it for a long time, but, yeah, you can see Kurt is rampaging right now, so, yeah, you can handle stuff. I mean, you can smash stuff yourself, but, like, you can't do anything else. So, yeah, that's pretty much the entire thing. And then it was funny because later, I guess, when he was done rampaging, he arrived at the top and he was naked because, and then they talked about the temperaments. So there's actually 22 temperaments. 18 are unlockable just naturally, and 4 are unique by using the Lunar Howl ability, which re-rolls your temperaments. Yeah, so basically that's the only thing. And the temperaments are basically, when you transform, I'm pretty sure you also get a temperament for based on your traits, on your Sims traits. And then I'm pretty sure you also get one. I'm pretty sure you also get one as you just level up and as you just like play the game. I'm pretty sure you get more, but I'm pretty sure the max you can get is 4, which I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that's the max you can get. Frisk. So basically, temperance can increase fury depending on their mood. So, here, let me pause it. This was racked with guilt. I'm pretty sure if you're guilty, sometimes they feel guilty for being what they are, and then if they feel guilty, fury rises. If they're feeling flirty, so frisky. If they're feeling flirty. The temperament's called frisky, by the way. If they're feeling flirty, their fury would go up. And then if you saw Kurt's prideful, so that means they're proud to be a werewolf, but also while embarrassed or uncomfortable, they also might take things a little too personally. So their fury might go up if they're uncomfortable or embarrassed. I don't think if they're having an uncomfortable moodlet or embarrassed moodlet, their moods goes up. Only if it just says down here embarrassed or comfortable or very uncomfortable or very embarrassed or mortified, you know. Only if it says that. But if they have a small moodlet, I don't think it affects anything unless it's actually their mood. I'm not 100% sure though. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that covers the whole... Yeah, so there's... Basically, there's new abilities. I'm not going to show all of them, so... You know, like, so don't worry, I'm not going to show them because I want to save them for my gameplay and your gameplay. I don't know how all these work. I know there's, like, the dormant abilities. I don't know how those work, but you can see there's different, actually, how it works. I'm pretty sure this, like, the bottom is, like, pup. I'm pretty sure that's alpha or something like that. I don't know how. I'm pretty sure there's 1, 2, I think there's 1 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably. There's 5 that like the vampires. The spellcasters had 6, but I guess it's like the vampires, so it only has 5. Which, you know what, that's fair. If they're gonna make it like the vampires, you're only gonna probably have 5. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, smash the like button, hit subscribe for more news about this pack and more Sims 4 news in the future, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. See ya.